Welcome along to tonight's Classico.
See these teams play. People want to see these players play.
Full team news shortly with Kylian Mbappe only fit. And who knows the potential ramifications.
Run of form, it's 12 wins and a draw in the last 13 La Liga. Wounded Real Madrid. Write them off at your peril. Difficult tonight.
REMONTADA final. But as Terry mentions, we see if that can stop Barcelona playing, and with about the referees tonight as a result. A lot of pressure on them here. It's about the criticism aimed at him by Real Madrid TV. Back with Balde out, the midfield's no surprise. And we just in time for the final. There was talk it wouldn't be ready.
In the early stages of the game, find a footing, find a foothold. I expect Barcelona to dominate possession. Real Madrid's play on the court, isn't it? It was only a couple of weeks ago. There wasn't any grass in the stadium. They have a high defensive line. They rule to catch teams offside.
Ferran Torres, great touches, and he's got away from his defender in a combination of Tchouaméni and Rudiger. Good ball, and Jules Koundé punched into Raphinha. Raphinha works it with Ferran Torres, and they're around Real Madrid again. Gerard Martin, a bit more composure, they could have made something of that.
Yep, they're attacking down the left. It's not just enough to get bodies back behind the ball. You can see there.
Vinicius.
ذلك إلى رافينيا، العرضية، المتابعة، الله الله، تهديد.
Yamal into that left foot of his, and that was not a million miles wide. It just needed a touch from somebody. That touch was not
where Real Madrid are playing in, or how they're playing. Look where Rodrigo's position is. He's supposed to be up front with Vinicius Junior, or so you would think. He's playing like a right back, so it just makes Real Madrid be more defensive and allow.
Seems a long time ago. Raphinha's ball in, and Courtois stretched to the save by Koundé's header.
Yeah, easy enough for Courtois, but look.
0-0. Pedri again. That's just about all they've been able to manage so far. To Vinicius. Fran Garcia arrived. Now then, Torres.
They just have to hang on in there, Ian. That's all they have to do.
Is this Real Madrid parking the bus?
To a certain extent, yes, hitting on the counter-attack. But when you say sometimes parking the bus means that they're difficult to play through. They're condensed, they're nice and...
Close the door, look for the quick counter.
That's the problem, Ian. They're countering from 80 yards.
Here's Lamine Yamal. Cut on that left foot, they can't really let him do that. Laid back, Pedri! Oh! It's a brilliant goal! What a strike from Pedri! That is sensational. And Barcelona lead here, having dominated the game.
Yeah, and it's everything they deserve, isn't it, Ian? Incredible strike from Pedri. Coming onto it with his right foot and bending it inside of his right foot, just bending it into that far corner. And what I also would say is wonderful play by Lamine Yamal.
ثنائية كبيرة، سيباي وسيلة بيلينغهام، الله الله، راية وتسلل، راية وتسلل كاد أن يكون هدفا كبيرا من بداية اللقطة حتى نهاية.
Right on the edge of the penalty area. Fouled by Gerard Martin on Tchouaméni.
And this is where Real Madrid had to come down. They're furious here that they weren't allowed.
Vinicius Junior across the field. Brilliant, and tried to set away Ferran Torres. Flag stays down for now. Raphinha cuts it back, dealt with by Real Madrid back four. Dani Olmo. Can he pick a pass? Well, Florentino Perez has been in the... Dani Olmo. Raphinha hits into the wall. Jules Koundé. Oh, and it's right across the face of goal. And belted back goalwards by Raphinha. It looked like that might have hit the post, in fact. And question marks about Real Madrid's defending from that. Headed up by one imagines he's desperate to get out there. Yamal is down holding his face, and Dani Ceballos, the smile to suggest he feels he won't get in any further trouble for this.
فينيسيوس يتقدم بيلعب للكرة، مستحيلة يا فينيسيوس، ركلة جزاء، ركلة جزاء قبل نهاية شوط المباراة الأول. صافرة حكم المباراة تأتي، ماذا تحتسب؟ يا كارلو أنشيلوتي، هل يحتسب تسللا أم ماذا؟ هل يحتسب تسللا على فينيسيوس في اللقطة الماضية؟ شوف لحظة التمرير، هل كان فينيسيوس؟
So Ancelotti would like to see more from Rodrigo.
Chance to whip the ball in here. It's another foul on Dani Olmo. It is flicked up, but in truth, they've been second best out there. Barcelona could have had more. Dani Olmo hit the post of the corner, with their team trailing 1-0 to Barcelona.
If it's not Vinicius out the left and Mbappe out the middle, fantastic this season for Real Madrid. So just the one goal definitely lethal on the counter-attack, and this player adds to that with his pace.
And you were spot on, Terry, it is.
And he was on the periphery of the entire.
Yamal around Koundé. He had Chesney on the floor, but they do look more threatening since half-time.
Definitely, and it's why have we seen
there he is again, Vinicius Junior, and the
Madrid supporters.
Vinicius! The ball forward, and Dani Olmo couldn't trap it. Still Modric. Oh, what a ball!
Again, but it looks like Real Madrid at the moment.
Yamal tries to get away from Fran Garcia in this half, and Bellingham's won it, and Mbappe springs into life. Koundé, Fermin Lopez, real centre forward out there for Barcelona. Koundé's cut back, Mbappe with him, support arriving, Mbappe!
For Real Madrid, I think Valverde were gone played, and now his team are ahead.
Sprinting back into the scene here is Fran Garcia, Pedri, Yamal, who might do it, and Raul Asensio spared.
And there was be thrills and spills. The important ones, the shots on target, not so much the ball possession.
Rojo and Modric have been introduced into the second half.
I agree with that. I think Valverde is the interesting one.
Post, Mbappe collects. And whipped off. Play goes on. Almost half-hearted position. Real Madrid appealing while Barca move. He'll have some creativity in his notes here as Barca play on. Ferran Torres! You'd be surprised, and Chesney's had a good game out there today. He sent all onto Fermin, who has options in the middle. Ferran Torres! Flags up.
He shouldn't have.
And Barcelona celebrate in Seville with I think